I'm B, back in the shop again. Our dream, our purpose. And what we're doing today is something similar we had tried in the previous video. Had some cast iron molds. These were flowers, these were hot air balloons. They're really thick, they're muffin pans, really what it is. We're gonna try something similar today, but what I have is a little thinner cast iron molds. So these are animals. We've got a bird, looks like a pelican, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my, let's have fun with it. But it's thinner, so in port, we'll see how these do. Hopefully these go a little smoother. Have another one over here. We'll try this one. This one's a shallower one as well, and actually less than that one. You can see the thickness of it, but it's double-sided. Has whales, sharks, dolphins, turtles, crabs, starfish, lobsters, miscellaneous stuff. So sea animals. We'll try this and see if this is a little smoother than what we had before. All right. Again, what I did before, so I show melting, I show a few different things. In the future, I'll share tearing down things and where I get the metal from and melting. Today, I've already got some melting, some in the process. Aluminum is what we're going to use. So I'll just turn that on, warm it up, get it pourable. You'll see me pour. We'll see how this turns out instead of just seeing the whole process of melting everything down, okay? All right, let's try it. Pretty hot. Pretty good. Just see how it turns out. Oh, a little too much. Try a little bit less. You know, I should probably try a smaller crucible for these. Got some popping there. Pour a little excess over here. All right. So a little better here. I'm using a large crucible. So it has a lot of aluminum in it. For the smaller pours, I should probably be using a smaller crucible. So maybe we'll try that, break that out, and get one of those warming and see how it does. Not that this is bad. We'll still pop these out, see how these do, but maybe I'll get a smaller crucible and we'll try that. So I have a smaller crucible. I'm going to use this time. It's a little small. It's definitely a lot smaller. It's lighter. It'll be easier to pour. See if we can't get a better pour. You seen I actually poured some bars. I just ended up using the rest of what I had in there. In the large one, you can see the size difference. But we'll put this in, warm it up, and go from there. This is a little smaller. The type to where if I'm melting, I might as well melt a bunch of it while I've got it hot, but for what I'm trying to do, I didn't need to fill it all the way. Do it anyways, but let's try this, see if this pours a little better, a little easier, and go from there. Try the bear again. Too much, as I did before. Let's go over here. A little too much. So, I will say this, and if you watch a few of my videos, I say in a few of my videos, it's not an excuse, but I have vision issues. My depth perception is not perfect, so trying to judge the distance on these as to A, where my crucible is when I'm pouring, but also the height of where I'm pouring. I over poured all of these, and I didn't need to, so I'll keep working on that, but a little better than the last bunch. You can see this one's still in there, a tough time getting that out, so these came out pretty easy, so we'll see how those go, and then I'll show you the end product and get your thoughts on if we should keep trying this. It's definitely a little tougher. The molds that I get, they're made just for this, so it's easier. They're also graphite, which they don't stick to the sides as much. They stick to this quite a bit, I'm seeing. So we'll keep an eye on it. I'll show you the finished product, and we'll go from there. Hey everybody, back. Finally got these out. Struggled with the animal one, and really it wasn't. This is very lot of detail in here in this one, and I just over poured a few, so it didn't get a lot out of this one. We did get a few. Here's a bear here. That might be a pig, actually. Now look at it. We did get a tiger to come out pretty good. This one actually got a bear, a lion, I'm not sure, maybe a deer, all together. Now we can get those apart. But again, similar with the last video you might have seen, it was just they're deeper, it's a little tougher to get out.
Here's a close-up view of the mold and the animals themselves after they've been molded. Again, cast iron mold, aluminum melted in it. And here's a close-up of the animals. As mentioned, the pores overflowed, wasn't perfect, but we're working on it. We'll keep trying.
Now this one here, this is an C1. This is actually animals in the sea. It's double-sided. It actually turned out really well in my opinion. It was thinner, still details, but thinner, so they came out a little bit easier. Here's a little crab. Here's an actual whale. Turtle. Here's a stingray. A shark, missing part of his tail, so I can work on that. But a lobster, jellyfish. So we've got some opportunities with these, but it worked out. This one worked out the best in my opinion. It came out real nice and easy.
And here's a close-up of the cast iron mold and the sea animals. This cast iron is actually two-sided mold itself, so as thinner molds, the aluminum animals turned out a lot better in my opinion. I definitely like this mold out of all of them. So again, we'll keep trying.
This one, so, and again, my pour. I'm practicing my pour. My depth perception throws it off, makes it a little more difficult. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for watching. If you can, subscribe. And if you have any comments, please make those comments. If you see something I'm doing I could do differently, or you have thoughts or ideas, or you want to know how to get started. And, you know, in the future, I'll talk a little bit more about some of my equipment and things like that. Maybe help you get started doing different things. But I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast. Thank you guys again, and we'll talk to you later. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button.